I'm Eric Loy, and welcome to Eric Loy Interviews. On this podcast, we talk with folks from the VTuber community on their channels, their talents, their stories, where they come from, and their plans for the future. Well, I'm not actually sure how to salute or bow. Is it Captain Princess or Princess Captain Trashi?
I am both. I am both a alien princess who gave up royalty to go and run a spaceship.
So I will bow and salute at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
I just hurt my back, so I'll be sitting in the chair the rest of the way. Trashy, thanks for coming on the show.
Thanks for having me.
Well, I do appreciate you coming on. We were just before we started the recording, I just scared Trashy because I reminded Trashy that I was on the stream last night.
I am so sorry that you came in at such an intense moment.
Oh, that was hilarious. No, I enjoyed myself from right from the beginning.
I'm so glad. I'm so glad.
It seemed like, I mean, you're having a raucous time. You're having fun out there. I mean, is that what's been the way it's that streaming has been for you so far? Just a big fun time.
Yeah, streaming is a hobby. I
Mm-hmm.
don't ever plan on making it a career.
Mm-hmm.
I am literally doing this to make friends and hang out. This is like I have a career already. This is literally just me having fun. This is me on the stage just dancing and being a silly little guy.
So, have you been on stage before?
Oh yeah.
Mm.
Not like professionally or anything amazing like that,
Yeah.
but like in middle school I was in a couple plays.
Mm. Yeah, I avoided that like the plague. Boy, I tell you, if it wasn't announcer standing on the sidelines, I wasn't doing anything about it whatsoever.
I understand. I
Yeah.
understand.
So I'll just say you did the parts for me, and I'll just say it evens out that way.
Mhm.
So you were up on stage for that. Did you do like singing? Did you do instruments? Anything like that?
No, I do not have a musical bone in my body. I am, in fact, actually tone deaf.
One of us.
Yippee!
Yeah, I tell
No,
people.
my only claim to fame is art and being just a little silly.
Well, I tell people, and it's the absolute truth, that I haven't hit a note on purpose since 1985.
Oh no! Me too, though. Me too.
Yeah. Once the voice changed completely, that was it.
Y'all. That's it. That's what you get. There's no more.
My wife says, "Hey, you actually hit a note there." I said, "Well, I hope you recorded it. It's going to be a while before it comes back." That's
Broken clocks right twice a day.
That's right. So an artist too, huh?
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
how long have you been an artist?
My whole life, I
Mm,
have drawn ever since I could pick up a crayon.
mm.
There are probably billions of pieces of paper in the world with little scribbles that are from me.
We're going to feed them into an AI and see how it works.
No, it'll just break.
Well, see, there you go. We'll poison pill the AI. That way it doesn't work. Actually, I actually, I
Exactly.
actually tried that. I put up on the Twitter platform a really bad stick figure drawing I made out of Microsoft Paint,
Oh my
and I put it
goodness.
up and said, "Here's my painting. Choke on it." Uh,
That is a, I think I remember seeing that
and
actually.
I'm really, I think that we should like get a bunch of people together and just put up just the worst garbage anybody possibly could for a couple of days and see if the computers just die.
I would absolutely totally be on board. I unfortunately don't have Twitter now though.
Mm,
I completely deleted it.
I don't know whether that's unfortunate or not.
Fair. Like it's definitely a breath of fresh air to not be on Twitter anymore. It
Yeah.
feels nice.
Yes. By the way, this particular Twitter is brought to you by something else you're never going to buy.
For real, for real.
Yes. I blocked when they started putting so many ads on it. I started blocking things, blocking all of them, and they wouldn't come back.
Hmm.
So good old guy who runs a place decides, hey, that's not fair. So we're just going to put them in anyway.
Y'all just gonna put them in. You don't get a say. Sorry.
More of them. So I'm on the other place right now most of the time. And so far, so good. But you know how corporations go.
Good.
Um,
Yeah, yeah.
so why did you get started VTubing in the first place?
Well, I am an attention whore. I crave praise, and this is a perfect way to do it while also being a silly little anime girl. So,
Well, you do a really good job, Pat, Pat, Pat.
thank you.
But I mean, were you someone who watched VTubers, or
No,
had you tried streaming before in other ways?
nope.
Hmm.
So about a year, almost 2 years ago, um, on February 14th, I started streaming
Mm.
as a VTuber with a little blue raccoon PNG for a while.
Hmm.
And I mainly did it because the people that I hung out with IRL would always tell me that, hey, you're super funny, you should stream. But I kind of like, hate my face. I hate seeing, myself in the camera.
Ah.
Oh God, I just dropped my controller. Okay, I'm sorry. Uh,
This will
but
be
like,
this interview is going to be a triumph of focus. Just watch, folks.
oh, did you focus with me? Nah, I lost all that. All the focus that was meant to go into my brain went straight to my boobs. Sorry.
Well, people can focus on that. That's for sure. Yeah.
Exactly. But yeah, like I started because like people kept telling me that I was funny and I should stream, and then they told me about VTubing, and I'm like, oh, that's neat. And then I hopped on Twitter, and I'm like, oh, so this is what VTubing is.
Mm.
I want it. It's mine.
I now claim it for Trashy.
It's mine. Picks up.
But it really does seem, just by what I was able to watch before and just talking with you, that it's meant for you.
I love it. It is genuinely my favorite thing in the whole world. I would not give it up for anything.
It really, it's like somebody made it and then said, okay, this is for you.
This is for Trashy. Other
Yes,
people can use it, but this is for
that's
Trashy.
right. So, I mean, now you've said almost 2 years now with it, right?
Yeah.
So, are you? I mean, you said this is a hobby. It's an escape. Um, did you have any goals when you started, and have you hit them?
No, I didn't have any goals when I started, but then like maybe like a month or two after I did start, I kept seeing people like celebrate hitting follower milestones, and I'm like, that looks kind of cool, and I would have liked to hit 1,000 followers on one of my social medias.
Hmm.
However, over the course of the nearly 2 years, I have lost all of my social medias at least once. I have not hit 1,000 followers on anything yet.
You've lost them all. I mean, like physically
Like
lost
they
them?
got hacked.
Oh,
Like they got hacked and stuff. I lost my Twitch.
oh
My
no.
Twitch was like 20 people away, and then my Twitch got hacked, and I had to start over literally last month.
Oh no. Oh. So this fun thing that you're enjoying is taking far much more work than you wanted it to.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's a labor of love. It's not like I dislike building stuff or creating stuff. I liked customizing my channel. I liked making and talking to people, and like I don't know. I like showing people the stuff I make.
Yeah.
Like, hey, I made this cool little Twitch channel. Come look at me. Like,
Yeah.
I like doing stuff like that. So it sucked, and it was a little devastating when it first happened, because, like, oh my God, all that work is gone. But now it's just like, okay, well, now I can start from the ground up using what I learned from the previous incidents, or from the past year or so. So now I can do what I did before, but better.
So you've never had a problem with showing folks what what talents you have, because some folks do art at home and don't show anybody. Some folks sing at home, don't show, that type of thing. But you've always been somebody who could, this is what I did, and show it to somebody else.
Yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
It is like I said that I love praise and I'm an attention whore. I mean it. Like anytime somebody says, "Oh my God, this is so cool, you did this," like my heart gets a little bit of a pitter patter and I wag my tail, if you will. I'm like, "Yes, I did it. Look at it. It's so good."
I get a cookie.
I get exactly. I get a cookie.
Well, that's. I mean, that's excellent. I mean, that's a lot of folks have a lot of time getting over that particular mountain of being able to share it with folks. But um, is that out of confidence, or is that just out of, like you said, wanting the praise?
It is definitely not out of confidence. So like I've always loved showing people my art,
Yeah.
but that doesn't mean I've always loved my art.
Oh, okay.
Like I can show somebody something I did, but I can still hate what I did. For a very long time, I hated my art and I didn't like it and I didn't like what I made. In fact, I very nearly quit drawing because of how
Oh,
much I hated it.
yeah.
But literally, since I started VTubing, I've gotten better and better exponentially, and I am where I am. And now I love my art.
Ah.
Like, it is my favorite art style.
So, what style would you call it?
Um,
Trashy.
laminated comic? Laminated manga?
Okay.
I don't know. It's very sparkly. Have you seen it?
I have not, but
Would you
it's
mind if I send you a picture or two?
please do send me some. I do want to see it. So
Okay.
actually I'm trying to figure out a way because I'm doing a show for the musical folks that I've interviewed. Trying to figure out a way to do it for the artistic folks too. Some sort of showcase type of thing. So
You can like make a PowerPoint and then have some background music and just take 5 minutes or so to hype them up or whatever. I don't know.
yeah, that would require the skills to make a PowerPoint. I'm a radio guy.
Um, that's fair. That's fair.
I can talk about it.
I mean, I could make a PowerPoint if you wanted me to.
Well,
I have a lot of free time, so
we're going to kick it around.
it's up
We're,
to you.
let us cook a little bit, and we'll see what comes up
Yeah.
with this. But yeah, go ahead and have you sent it to me?
I'm sending you an entire flock.
Ooh,
Give me a second.
oh my gosh. Well, I mean, when did you start working on computer art as opposed to putting it in a notebook?
Around 2020-ish. That
Mm-hmm.
was when I got my first laptop,
Mm-hmm.
and when I realized I didn't need to use Microsoft Paint.
Oh, so back then you got your chance to get a real program then.
Yes,
Mm.
yes. I got Meaty Bang and a very cheap drawing tablet, and then my art career started from there.
Oh, I'm just getting that right now. That art that is I think you're hit it exactly right as far as a description. Very illuminated.
Yeah, very shiny, very sparkly,
Yeah.
almost glowing, kind of like almost everything is like glowing in the dark a little.
Oh, actually that's really the best. I'm trying to figure out a good way. It's very distinctive. I mean, it's really nice and very distinctive, folks. You got to check out what
Right.
Trashy's got going on here. We're gonna have all of the links we could find up and take a look and see this particular style. Have you gone through any art classes, or are you all
Uh,
self-taught?
I have never been in art classes.
Uh-huh.
In fact, growing up, I was in special education classes,
Mm-hmm.
and I had to take extra math and English classes so that I could function as a member of society.
Mm-hmm.
So I never took art classes in school, and I wasn't able to take them as an adult either.
Well,
So it's all pretty much self-taught.
well, I can say this that your style is not only very very wonderful,
Oh,
but
thank you.
my guess is that if you'd gone into art class, they'd have tried to change it.
Probably. From what I hear, art classes kill artists,
Hmm.
not because like I don't know, like, they say that they kill artists, but like I don't know. Like I feel like I want to go to an art class to learn how to be better at art. I feel like if you go to an art class, you're there to learn the fundamentals,
Hmm.
not there to learn your style, if
Yep.
you will.
Yeah, it's the basics. And when I've talked to other folks who have been artists all their lives, some of them think they get, you know, how they put Play-Doh in that thing and push them through.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
that's kind of how
yeah.
it happens. They push them through the same mold, and they want them to come out the same way. Some of them use the opportunity to, like you said, get the basics down, and then kind of adapt that to their style. But I am definitely no artiste, as I've told people many millions of times. But I know what I like, and I like this. This is good stuff.
I'm glad you like it.
Yeah, so
Got me
folks,
kicking my feet and shit.
folks got to check out what's going on. We'll have all the links coming up in the description here. But yeah, I know there's a great word to describe it, but it's not coming to me. By the time we're done with the interview, I'll shout it out randomly and scare you to death. So be ready for that. Uh,
I'm so ready.
but really, being able to showcase this, to showcase yourself, and have people uh, coming back to your streams for you. How does that? I mean, you said you like the praise, but how does
Mhm.
that affect you down deep when you realize you are a part of these people's lives?
It actually shakes me to my core.
Mm.
When I stream, like I think of it this way. If I'm playing a video game and there are three people in my stream watching me, there are three people in my house standing behind me watching me play this game. Same thing if there's 5, 10, 15, 1,000.
Yeah.
No matter, there are that many people in my house watching me. I am here with all these people. They're here for me. They're here to watch me have fun. They're here to hang out.
Hmm.
And it makes me emotional because I didn't have friends growing up. And
Hmm.
it feels like people actually enjoy me as a person rather than me as a concept, if that makes
It
sense.
does. It absolutely makes sense. And the fact remains that there are some people. If you were playing a certain game, I just throw out there. I don't know, Minecraft, like everybody else plays, other than me because I'm banned. Um, the my grandson banned me from Minecraft.
Oh, okay. You said that, and my
Yeah.
jaw literally hit the floor. I'm like, what did you do to get
And
banned?
my
Hold
my
on.
my grandson will not let me play Minecraft with him anymore because I didn't know any of the controls, and the only thing I was able to do is kick his sheep to death.
That's literally the best way to play Minecraft. Play Minecraft with me. Kill my sheep. This is great.
He said, "Papa, we're going to play something else now." Okay, back to shoots and ladders, I guess.
Oh, I love shoots and ladders. I played that all the time as a kid.
Yeah, we played it for a while until Wyatt hit the biggest shoot, and then the game accidentally turned off. I don't know how he did that, but he did it.
Oh no.
He's good at that. He's good at that. I give him credit. For an 8-year-old, he knows how to get around these things. Um, so you've got these folks. I think people watch any can watch 100 people play Minecraft at any particular time. But the reason why they're coming back to watch you do this particular game is because they enjoy being with you,
Yeah,
and that's it. That's a tribute to me. It goes back to the old radio days where people would can hear the song on any station, but they came back for the personality of the person playing the song. Um,
exactly.
so there is, even though I am an old man, it does have a parallel there as far as I'm concerned. Um, and you get this chance to show a lot of people. It could be the guy next door. It could be a guy on the other side of the planet. Uh,
Hmm. Hmm.
so when you turn on that microphone and realize that your potential audience is basically anyone who is near a phone, how does that hit you?
It like again, it shakes me like I could potentially hang out with anybody in the world. I could meet and learn about so many interesting people
Well,
just by them tuning in and hanging out and telling me about their day.
yeah, yeah, and you I hope folks realize this too. When I was doing the radio, and I did for 35 years, it was a long time. It was a long time.
Hmm.
I always tried to treat it like I was being a part. They were inviting me into their house.
Exactly.
I mean, they don't have to listen. They don't have to turn it on. They can find it. But here you are. I'm going to be a good guest. I'm going to try to be entertaining. I'm going to try to bring them into the conversation, describe what's going on. Just from the little bit I saw last night, that ain't a problem for you.
Oh, no, I love, man, I had a whole sentence prepared. I'm sorry.
Well, you had part of it there.
Um, oh no.
Ah, I've
Okay,
broken your syntax.
you've broken me. It's okay. I'll figure it out. I've got a brain cell. It'll get here somewhere. Uh,
But really, it seemed that it was so natural, and you weren't forcing, enjoying being with chat and interacting with them. That
I okay. I'm a naturally social person. I
uh,
love talking to people. I'm a yapper at heart,
yeah.
but like I don't I don't like seeing anybody unincluded.
Mm.
I've been that person where you say a sentence and then the whole group just kind of stares at you and then moves on.
Mm.
I've been there. I don't want anybody to feel like that. So yeah, I try to talk to everybody. I try to interact with everybody. I genuinely love learning about people as a person.
Well, that's a great curiosity to have, and that is, and that also rests on empathy as well, because you, if you're interested in this, I'm kind of taking this to myself a little bit, is that if you are interested in the person you're talking to, then you kind of put yourself in their shoes a little bit, and you want to see how their life works, how they do these things. It's that innate curiosity that makes a good conversation.
It does. It really does. It's like it. Damn it.
Ha! Broke your
Never mind. I'm
syntax again.
sorry.
I'm just gonna snap your syntax all over the place.
You know,
Yeah, but this is, it does seem it's very easy for you, and you said growing up maybe you didn't have a lot of folks that you're hanging around with. Um, Once you got out of the school situation, was it easier for you outside of school? Because it was for me.
do you mind if I tell a little story about this because this is very integral to my life?
Absolutely, please.
So, I had no friends growing up, and my parents did not really pay attention to me. It's not a big deal. But in college, I got to college, and it was like maybe my first or second week. And I'm a nerd, and I hear people passing around, and like, they're like, hey, the nerds hang out in this place called the game room. I'm like, oh, I love games. I'm gonna go hang out there. Unfortunately, I was so terrified to talk to anybody. I just sat in the corner for days.
Mm.
And then one day, a couple of people are like, "Hey, you want to go get Subway?" Yeah, sure, I want Subway. And I don't know what it was, but something welled up inside me, and I shouted at the top of my lungs, "Can I have a cookie?" The whole room stopped and stared at me and said, "Yeah, sure." And they left. They came back, and I wasn't actually expecting a cookie, but they gave me a cookie. And that sparked not only my entire friend group that I currently have today, but my roommates, my fiance, the fact that I'm no longer homeless. Everything happened because I asked for that cookie. My life would be completely different if I did not.
So the moral of the story is, ask for that cookie.
Ask for that cookie.
Yeah.
Yes.
No,
Uh,
that's tremendous. I mean, some people find that they don't really blossom as a person until they're out of what they grew up in. And and
exactly.
and college for me certainly was, and I went to junior. I didn't go to 4 year college. I went to a junior college. But even so, it was a completely different environment. I didn't necessarily start over as a human being, but I wasn't kind of pigeonholed into the place I was with for people who knew me for 13 years,
Yeah.
and and you got that chance to not so much rebirth but grow where you didn't get a chance to grow before. So that seems like exactly what happened to you when you asked for that cookie.
Yeah, like it was that moment that I actually got the chance to be a person and step outside of the box that was so heavily enforced
Mm,
growing up.
mm. And
It's
and
so nice.
yeah, and did you go to your high school reunion?
Um, no, I don't even think I was invited.
Oh,
I have gotten no messages from any of my previous classmates ever.
oh, oh my. Well, that's just as well, especially for the first one, because I imagine you're like what, 17? So you're probably not even going to get one yet. Um,
I'm 26.
Close enough. As far as I'm concerned, anybody younger than me is about 17. So,
That's very
yeah.
fair.
But really, it's when you get further on, like 20 years, 30 years, or in my case, 40 years, that that people get so far away from that life that they're almost different people. And
I'm
maybe,
honestly looking forward to like a 50 or 40-year reunion. I
yeah.
really am.
Well, there's a couple things that, first of all, you made it that far.
Exactly.
Ha! I made it.
I'm here. I survived. I
and,
grew.
and by
I
then
thrived.
you'll be like in the top 10 as far as VTubers go, so you'll be well known.
You're funny. You're sweet and funny, but whoo, oh,
Hey, I'm going to say this right now. If people, if you get folks tuning in to you, they're not going to tune away.
that's very sweet of you. That makes my heart happy. You have genuinely made me like my heart skip a beat and my face is all red. Thank you.
No, it was just too fun. I mean, now I work evenings, so I don't know if I'm going to be turning it up a lot while I'm at the office.
Of course, of course.
So when people got to know what they're in for when they come into a stream. So I don't think I've described it particularly well. In your own words, if someone comes into a Captain Princess Princess Captain Trashy stream, what are they in for?
Um, Comfy chaos. I will be probably be playing some sort of cozy, non-stressful game while yapping about the most unhinged, cursed shit imaginable. Oh, there's also a lot of boobs, but like that's just a bonus.
Well, it's always a
Um,
bonus.
yeah, right, right.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Um, no, no. Uh, I'm very open. There is almost nothing I won't talk about, with a few exceptions. Those are written in the rules in my Twitch chat.
Yeah.
Um, but like a lot of ADHD autism based content.
Hmm.
I myself am neurodivergent
Hmm.
and I'm not quiet about it.
Hmm.
Like you will hear a lot of like vocal noises like I yippee a lot, more specifically in the kind of way.
Yes.
It is a genuine like sound of joy, or like you guys will sometimes hear my claps
Yeah.
when I get very excited.
Yeah.
Um, but like it's a lot of extra. There's coziness in the background, but
Hmm.
it's a place where you can be yourself. It's a
Yeah.
place where everybody can just have fun and hang out.
Yeah. That's what I got when I was watching. I mean it is an absolute treat. I mean, folks got to check it out and hang out for a little bit and find out what Trashy's got going on because it's a lot of fun. And if you don't find yourself smiling, if you don't find yourself when you're talking to Trashy and you're not smiling for a little bit, then you got something wrong with you.
Bro, again, making me blush.
I mean, gee, me
Um,
Christmas, folks.
um, also, uh, important reminder, my streams are 18 plus only.
Yes,
If you are under 18, I will ban you immediately.
yes,
No
absolutely.
hesitation.
Yeah, and it has to be, and just for this protecting everybody. Even this particular website on YouTube, the channel is I put down as 18 plus because um, I don't want people erasing 350 interviews.
Exactly, exactly.
No. But also, I mean, folks, watch your kids, okay? I mean, really.
Yeah, monitor what they see on the internet. It's not like we can only do so much, but they can absolutely lie and click a button.
Yeah. Oh no,
Monitor your kids.
they wouldn't do that. The little urchins, they wouldn't do something like that.
No, never.
No, never. And it never rains in Southern California either. That type of thing.
R-
Yeah.
right,
Yes,
right.
and it's not 5 feet of snow where you're at right now.
Exactly, exactly.
So, but this is, I mean, here with you're, basically being in an igloo at this point. Um, you don't have to go anywhere because you can just be online and have fun.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Aside from VTubing, I really don't have any other hobbies like
Mm,
art and VTubing. That's kind of what I do. That's
yeah.
it.
Do you do art on the VTuber streaming?
Yeah, I draw on stream sometimes. I when I do art streams, I run a special little promotion. Normally, my art is relatively expensive, between $100 and $150.
Mm-hmm.
But when I'm streaming, if you donate a $5 Ko-fi to my Ko-fi, I will stop everything I'm doing and draw you a chibi sketch of yourself. I won't
Ooh,
color it or line art it, but you get a funny little sketch of your character for like $5.
that's cool.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Now, do you get backseat artists?
I have never gotten a backseat artist. No.
Mm.
And even if I did, I don't mind backseat artists. I don't even mind backseat gamers.
Oh.
You can sit there and talk and talk and tell me that I'm doing everything wrong. I'm going to give you a big thumbs up and say, "That's great, champ. I'm going to play it this way instead." So, like, I don't really care if you backseat game me. You do what you're going to do.
Pat their head and set them in the corner.
Exactly. Like, "That's great, champ. Here's a juice box."
If anybody takes my advice for art, they really need to stop doing art.
Oh, I doubt that.
Well, it's in fact the last time I tried to draw a stick figure, I got hit by lightning. That's how bad it is.
Oh,
It's
I'm sorry.
yeah. You're sorry. I'm the one who got hit by lightning. After about 3 times, you stop. It starts to hurt. Um, hey, it is an absolute pleasure talking with you, and I'm
Oh, I
so
love talking with you.
I'm so thankful you came on, and obviously I wish you nothing but the best, and I'm gonna be hanging out and bothering you every once in a while in the chat.
Absolutely.
Folks,
Please.
you can hang out and bother Trashy too in the chat.
Please do. Everybody's
We're
welcome.
gonna have
I'll hang out with you.
We'll have all of the descriptions for the links in there. And again, Trashy, thank you so much for coming on. An absolute pleasure talking with you, and we got to do it again.
Yeah, absolutely. Anytime, hit me up. I suck at keeping time, but like, give me a time frame and I'll maybe make it. I,
I'll give you a
I
year, 2025.
All right, let's go. I got you. I'll be there.
It'll be January 2nd, 2026. Thank you for listening to Eric Loy Interviews. Join us again next time when we talk to another member of the always interesting VTuber community.